be here now. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the invisible world of Jeremy Jones, where all things are possible when you believe. So hang on, here we go. Let's do this. Hello! Guess what you just found? Episode 58. It's Just a Mouse. Part 3. Did you know that I am Jeremy Jones? And this is the invisible world of Jeremy Jones, a place where dreamers and makers transcend illusions. Yes, as a reminder to those of you still playing along at home, what did I say last episode about starting each of these episodes in the Mouse miniseries? That's right. Bingo, bingo. And you know I'm good for it. We are starting with that great quote by Mr. Walt Disney, one of my faves. All of our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Today, I want to start with two things. One is an object lesson exercise thingy for you to do. And the second, of course, is a story. Well, whatever you may be doing while listening today, no matter how many times you listen to this episode, here's what I want you to do. Get to a stopping place. Breathe deeply. And now just do one solid push-up. Just one push-up. Just pause this. If you're not going to do the push-up, just don't even listen today. Just throw this episode away and skip on to the next one. I hear you say, all right, I mean, I'm busy, right? I'm working, I'm on the treadmill, I'm in the car. Pull the car over. You can't do it later. Trust me, do it now. It will be life-changing. It will be powerful. I'll give your money back. It's a full refund day at Jeremy Jones World, right? Are you ready? Set? And? Good. One push-up. Done. Hey, you know what? Hang on a second. I got an idea. I'll actually do mine real quick. So hang on. If you can still hear me, I'm going to do it. Okay, coming back. I can't ask you to do it if I'm not going to do it, right? Okay. All right. I did my push-up. For you, what was that experience like? What did you notice? Hold that little breadcrumb. Let's breadcrumb that. We'll come back later. Now for the second thing, the story. I was excited about that. I want to come back to it. So, story time. 5 years ago, by word of mouth, a good friend, he's listening today, and coaching client of mine, referred me to one of his friends. A little 1v1 work, right? Okay. I'm always good for that. He's listening today, too. He's always listening. Always ready to learn, grow, stretch, and burn deep from his 27 million degree core. 5 years ago, he calls me and he says, Hey, I got your number from a friend. My name is Bob. I hear you coach. True. That's true. Great. I want to transcend some illusions about growing my business and expanding because I see who I am and I see what I can do. And I want to close the gap and see more of my true self show up. I have some amazing things I know I can pull off. I lean back. Well, Bob, you have come to the right place. You got the right guy on the right day. We start rolling up our sleeves. We get gritty, right? Because we're doing special work. Bob is making big leaps, taking big chances. Bro's doing his homework, and week to week, over and over again, he's picking up speed. More and more of Bob's invisible world is showing up in the outer world now. Because gain gains gain. And through the course of our work, we stumble on the subject of fitness. Listen, I say. We need physical outlets to curb stress, to get our soul back to healthy stasis. Let's take that same attitude that you're using to get after building your business and duplicate it with your fitness. Yeah, well, I don't disagree, Bob says. I know that's good stuff, but right now, after I spend my free time with my kids, my wife, my family, like my business, I don't have any time left. I'm wringing out the rag, every last drop, every minute I have into building this business. Honestly, if I had the time to work out, I would. I see. He goes on, yeah, let's not bother working the fitness stuff right now. And look, Bob's fitness was not in the danger zone. This was not some intense clandestine intervention. On the contrary, he was in overall good shape, In fact, we could have said that his fitness was like he was a blue cruiser. Okay, I say. I see. Let's make sure I have this right, Bob. You're feeling like you don't have the time to work out because you're spending your limited free time with your family, and all your other time goes into hustling on this business and expanding. Did I got that right, Bob? Yeah, exactly. I just need a few years to get this rolling, and then I'll get caught up on all the fitness stuff. I got it. Okay, Bob, I got it. You feel like you just don't have the time to work out. Yeah, that's right. I don't have the time. Okay. During this month, I had also sent him an email on a big Harvard study. Real fancy pants stuff. It was showing solid research on how taking time out of the work bucket and transferring that time into the, call it, outlet bucket, be it fitness, nature, hobbies, it actually increased performance and measurable monetary ROI, or ROI, as I like to call it. And it would give so much momentum. It was faster momentum than just grinding out the extra time, being all in career mode. Fitness is easy, although we're always looking for loopholes to make it more complicated than it needs to be. It's mostly, not all, mostly, it's diet and exercise. Exercise and diet, and then it's diet and exercise. That's the knowledge. It's no secret. You know it. I know it. The harder part is how we feel about it. It's never about what you know. It's about what you feel. We forget this. We forget this, don't we? Think about the latest fight you had with that someone special, that someone you love. You both knew the storyline and the circumstance. You share the same fact base. Most often, we are both working off the same rubric. We both have the same knowledge of the situation. But the contention, the money prize up for grabs, is simply our feelings about it, or our perspective. We feel differently about the same hand of cards, and which one should be played next. Yeah. That's why we say in our show summary, change your perspective, and really your whole life can change. You can reshape your reality. First, change your perspective. Before long, the cards in your hand will follow and also change. And you'll play them differently with your newly found superpower vision. Well, sure enough, it's true for me and Bob. We're working off the same fitness rubric. Matters less what we know and more what we feel. We both agreed with the fancy Harvard study. It made sense. Good knowledge. I agree. Okay. Same knowledge base. We knew fitness was important. The engine locomotive needs to be in top shape to pull the cars behind. The Harvard research, solid source, solid knowledge. We both knew about diet and exercise, but our feelings were different. Okay, Bob, I say, okay. How about this? Can we simply explore a different perspective? You don't have to agree with it, Bob. In fact, it may be wrong. But can we just try it? Sure, okay, Jones. Great, I say. Where are you right now? I'm sitting in my chair in my office, which for him meant he was wearing slacks and a button-up shirt, some days a tie. Do you have your earbuds in? Yeah, why? Because, I said, I need you to stand up right now and be hands-free. Stand up? Yeah, in fact, let's both stand up right now, right here on the phone. I'm going to start the clock timer on my phone for 10 seconds. Just get on the ground, and I will too. I started the timer. Okay, you ready? Now take a nice deep breath. Get in push-up position, and let's do 1 push-up. And then stop. Just 1, not more, just 1, okay? The timer goes off. We easily beat the 10 seconds allotted for the 1 push-up. That was fun, Jones. Thanks, he says. Yeah, so when was the last time you did a push-up? It's actually been, I don't even remember. That's how long it's been. So, Bob, here's my question for you. Go all Byron Katie, right? Is it absolutely true that you don't have time for fitness? Can we say that's true? Or is that, I don't know, might that be just an illusion? See, Bob, I don't think you are a blue cruiser after all. We just did fitness. We called it 1 push-up. Something you haven't done in years. We just broke an old pattern with a new power habit. The phone line was silent. Bob? You still with me? I love this. I love it. He was feeling something different. Same information. In fact, shocker, he too already heard, somehow it got to him, about diet and exercise. But now it was a different feeling attached to it, different perspective. I gave Bob some homework as his coach. For the next week, before we talked again, he would have to do a minimum, no questions asked, a minimum of 5 push-ups every night before bed. The next week, I asked Bob, hey, Bob, how'd it go, the 5 push-ups, before you went to bed? Oh, that was too easy. That was too easy, Jones. It took like 10 seconds. So the next night, I did like 15, but that was too easy. So a few more nights later, I did 30 a night. 30? That's massive. That's huge. 30. You're telling me that the first day, Bob, we did the one push-up. And then only a week later you did 30? Bro, that might not sound huge, but think of it like this, like you just did not 50% increase, not doubled. You didn't double it. You didn't even quadruple your fitness. That's actually like a 3,000% increase in your fitness, my friend. What a gain. What a beautiful gain. And you know what happens when you focus on a gain? Oh, that's right. You get more of it. And that's exactly what happened. Exactly. Gain gains gain. Just like lack gains lack. Well, he kept focusing on it, sharing it, celebrating it, prioritizing it, and now Bob and I, we still have our ongoing coaching work. It's been years. Love you, Bob. Bro is not just inspiring me, but he's running laps around my own fitness. Like, come on, Bob. You're making me look bad, brother. I did this episode because last week he sends me a text from some app that he's using to track his fitness. It was a screenshot, a celebratory screenshot. He just finished his 500th consecutive day workout. 500. It's huge. See, now bro wakes up sometime between 5:30 and 6, when I'm still sleeping, to prioritize his work and heads to the gym. Since that first push-up over the phone, he's had 3 more kids. And he's significantly expanded his business, hired dozens of people, new product lines and divisions, new office spaces, new systems, and bigger conflicts. Always looking for one more conflict. More conflict, please. Great. Episodes 2 and 3, right? This Bob guy. It's easy to see with all his business growth. Paradoxically, he would have even less free time than he did 5 years ago. Yet, he still hit the 500 consecutive full send workout. I hope you're enjoying today's podcast. This is where the free preview ends and the full episode continues inside Invisible World. Use the link in the show notes to continue your inner work. And remember, the world needs who you were meant to be. So be it.